Have you ever wondered about addiction and how something that makes you feel good can also hurt you so much? Addiction is generally understood as a condition that arises when an individual abuses substance or engages in behavioral patterns that become habit-forming. Addiction is characterized by compulsive and repetitive behavior that continues even if it results in negative consequences, such as severe social, mental, and physical health issues. It has to do with dopamine. Dopamine plays an important role in brain function, influencing many different processes, including movement, motivation, emotion, and the experience of pleasure and reward. Dopamine is known as the feel-good chemical because it is largely responsible for feelings of pleasure, satisfaction, and well-being. It also plays a role in addiction, as it can be released in response to rewarding activities such as food, sex, and drug abuse, creating a cycle of craving and reinforcement. Most people, I believe, have some type of addiction. Some are more severe than others. A lot of people are also in denial about it and don't want help. What are some of these addictions? There are many types of addictions. Number 1. Take the world of medicines, for instance, specifically opioids. Opioids, a group of drugs that include synthetic substances like fentanyl and legally prescribed pain relievers, such as oxycodone, hydrocodone, codeine, and morphine. They are powerful painkillers, developed to alleviate suffering and offer comfort to those in pain. They have the potential to act as a strong support system for those grappling with depression or psychological trauma, providing a temporary refuge from the unceasing hardships of life. Some people who get injured or in an accident get so addicted to painkillers and they can't help it. Number 2. There's also addiction to alcohol, caffeine, cigarettes, marijuana, and tobacco. These alter mood, emotion, and behavior. Despite being aware of their harmful impacts, these dependencies hold millions captive. Number 3. Gambling addiction from casinos or other gambling activities such as sports betting. I live in Las Vegas, Nevada, and I know a lot of people who are really addicted. Most of my coworkers can cash their checks at the casinos, and most of their money will never reach their homes or their banks. It is so sad to see, and most of them borrow money from the shark loans. Number 4. Addiction to online activities such as playing too many video games or too much social media. They are addicted from a young age until adulthood. Most parents work so hard, and it is so much easier to just give them a tablet or phone to play with. They are the best babysitters. Most of us are guilty of this. Number 5. Work addiction, sometimes referred to as workaholism. When I was younger, I got so addicted to my work because I got paid for every line I typed. I was a medical transcriptionist for more than 18 years of my life. It was unlimited money. I would be typing from early morning to midnight sometimes, and when I can't sleep. I used to have heart palpitations, backache, carpal tunnel, and other stress-related symptoms. I couldn't even wash dishes because I would just break them. I can't close my fists. I had little tremors in my hands, but I don't abuse my body anymore, but it's a little too late now. Once you abuse your body will retaliate and fight you back harder. Number 6. Shopping addiction, compulsive buying or spending, often to the point of financial distress. Yes, we are all guilty of that too, especially on holidays. Number 7. Sexual addiction, an unhealthy preoccupation with sexual thoughts, feelings, or action. People with sexual addiction may engage in excessive masturbation, pornography use, or frequent anonymous sex encounters, among other behaviors. They may also experience intense shame, guilt, and low self-esteem related to their sexual behaviors. Number 8. Eating disorders such as eating too much and anorexia. There are a lot of obese people due to all the junk, supersized, and processed fast foods. Number 9. Love or relationship addiction, an excessive dependence on the attention, affection, or approval of a romantic partner. Number 10. Body-focused repetitive behaviors such as nail biting, skin picking, or hair pulling. Most addictions are deep in the limbic system of the brain. The limbic system plays an essential role in regulating emotions and behavior, and understanding this system is essential for understanding the brain and the mind. It's like experiencing a profound love that refuses to dissipate, and it drives people crazy. So we look for relief. Yet, this relief comes at a hefty price. The same substances that are meant to ease pain have the potential to transform into chains of addiction. They can bind the user in unseen shackles, slowly but steadily diminishing their identity, blurring their grasp of reality, and eventually engulfing their very life. Such addictions can instigate and intensify severe mental health conditions like anxiety, depression, and even suicidal tendencies. I had some family members who have died due to addiction to drugs, alcohol, and gambling. It is a very painful experience for the people who are left behind. Their passing leaves a lot of pain, trauma, and an indelible mark. Addiction can happen to anyone, no matter how old they are, if they're a man, woman, boy, or a girl, poor or wealthy. It doesn't discriminate among demographic lines. Everyone is at risk. Everyone can be addicted to anything if we allow it. But it is important to remember that help is always available. Addiction is a complex monster, but recovery from it is definitely within reach. There are a lot of help out there, and if you stay at the end of the video, there will be lists of organizations who can help. The key is in using a multidimensional strategy, where prevention starts with a profound comprehension of the problem. The first step is to recognize when someone might be getting addicted. The signs of addiction can be behavioral, like an overwhelming urge to gamble, or substance-related, such as drug abuse. It's not just about spotting unusual behavior, but also about understanding the emotional and psychological triggers that lead a person down this harmful path. In fostering an environment that promotes open dialogues about addiction, individuals are encouraged to share their experiences and fears without fearing judgment or rejection. This aids not only in early detection, but also reassures people that they are not alone in their struggle. The next significant measure is learning about how dangerous addictions can be. The education about the risks and repercussions of addiction shouldn't just be confined to those potentially at risk. Instead, it should be spread amongst their friends, families, and communities, encouraging a sense of shared responsibility and compassion. Awareness programs should explain the physical, emotional, and societal effects of addiction, thereby breaking down any misunderstood notions or incorrect beliefs. This kind of all-encompassing understanding can deter those teetering on the edge of the addiction abyss. What if someone has already fallen victim to addiction? This is where treatment is the beacon of hope. It's essential to understand that addiction is not a sign of moral failure or lack of willpower. Rather, it's a complex medical condition, often ignited by various factors, from genetic predisposition, trauma, and various stressful life events. Effective treatment of addiction requires professional assistance. Medical experts use a blend of therapeutic solutions customized to the individual's specific needs. These can comprise cognitive behavioral therapy, mindfulness-based therapies, and medication if necessary. However, the journey to recovery doesn't stop there. Community and church support is crucial in helping individuals stay on the road to recovery. It offers emotional support, lessens feelings of seclusion, and bridges the gap between the individual and society. With the right help and support, individuals can conquer their addiction and start to reclaim their lives. It's crucial to understand that addiction is not merely a lack of self-control, but a chronic disease that requires our empathy and support. Firstly, let's rally behind groups that are actively working to prevent and treat addiction. These organizations strive to devise strategies to resist the pull of addictive substances and to break the addiction cycle early in its stages. They also provide help to those who are already in the clutches of addiction, helping them find their way back to normalcy. Secondly, it's vital that we endorse rules that treat addiction as a health problem, not a crime. The prevailing legal framework often treats addicts as offenders rather than victims, punishing them instead of offering them the help they require. Let's advocate for a paradigm shift, where addiction is addressed as a severe public health issue, needing a robust public health response. Thirdly, we should extend help to individuals who are struggling with their personal battles with addiction. The path to recovery is not easy. There are numerous hurdles thrown in the way. But with our encouragement, our understanding, we can ease their journey towards reclaiming their lives. Let's provide them a listening ear and a shoulder to lean on and give them our support when they stumble and fall. Remember, every step we take to understand and fight addiction makes a difference. The smallest change can set off a ripple effect, leading to greater transformations. Let's strive to tip the balance in favor of healing and hope, for everyone deserves a life unbound by the chain of addiction. Remember, seeking help is not a sign of weakness, but a courageous step towards reclaiming control over one's life. And while the journey might seem daunting, countless individuals have successfully traveled this path before, proving that recovery is indeed possible. Church groups are really helpful. Both my parents smoked for more than 40 years. When my father passed away, we invited our mom to go to our church. They prayed over her, and when we got home, as to our surprise, she said she's quitting cigarettes after more than 40 years of smoking. It was like a miracle. She went cold turkey and overcame her addiction. If my mom can get rid of her addiction, maybe other people can too. Although this is a difficult topic and I don't have much expertise in the subject matter, I am confident that we can work together to uncover a suitable resolution by taking things one step or brick at a time. God bless everyone, and let's try to help each other to fight or prevent addiction. Let's teach our young children not to engage onto things that can be addicting. These are just some of the lists of people and organizations you can contact to help. Alcoholics Anonymous or ADLA.org, 702-598-1888, Gamblers Anonymous or GA, or 909-931-9056, SAMHSA's, Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration of Addiction, 877-726-4727. Thank you for watching. Please comment if you have anyone you know and share your experiences. Please subscribe.